Well, I think of balance. I mean, I mean, even in everything I do, I think of, it's all like lemonade. So, you can break life down into lemonade. You really can. And the balance that is required. In a relationship, you got to have some bitter and some sweet, some sour and some sweet, And so in music and in jazz in particular, this is this cultural expression of a people and a place and a land. And though it's disseminated and gone, and the children of jazz are all over the world, but it came from some place, and it came from this American soil. And and it's the child of the blues, the ultimate protest music. And all the singers that I knew, even from way back, even Nat King Cole, Louis Armstrong, they were protest singers. Listen to what they were saying. Listen to Billie Holiday. You listen to Leon Thomas, Andy Bay, Abbey Lincoln, even Tony Bennett. There's some protest in that music. And so the protest, conversation of love, love of country, it's the job of the artist to press and push us to be the best that we can be. I think, I'm trying to think of the great personality that said it, is like, protest is really a conversation of love. It's like, you argue with your wife because you want to get the relationship right, because you love her. And I think that's what, if I have a protest or something that deals with wanting to move or speak about mutual respect, or the examination of culture, even the writing that I haven't nobody has seen before, it's really a conversation about mutual respect and trying to make us be or think about who we really are. If this is a free land, let us all be free, And I think in terms of jazz, that's what we're supposed to be doing. That's what you're supposed to do, Secondarily, And that's not to say that a protest song can't be entertaining, because it can be, And it's not always, you're not always supposed to hear a song and just completely be comfortable in your seat. You're not supposed to be like, yeah, I don't like that. But I like the melody. I heard it, you know what I love? I love the subtle as well as, like Tony Bennett's Georgia Rose. Georgia Rose, Georgia Rose, you're the most precious rose Dixie knows. Though it don't seem quite right that your skin's dark as night, well, I know you've a heart, lily white. That's hitting somebody over the head if you really listen to it. Yeah, no, I actually am thinking of, how something, one thing flows into the next thing. And sometimes the concept of a record comes about after the record is done. I think Water kind of just made itself thematically. I realized afterwards, I was like, oh, okay, I'm talking about water a lot in many of the songs. And Be Good, the theme of it is probably overall family, really. And what that means, mutual respect, I think this comes up and crops up. Water reemerges, the theme of water reemerges in this next record, Liquid Spirit. And the liquid being music, culture, love. Unreroute the river, let the damned water be. There's some people down the way that's thirsty, so let the liquid spirit free. The folk are thirsty because of man's unnatural hand. Watch what happens when the people catch wind of water hitting the banks of that hard, dry land. That's a conversation about this is not the demographic for this music. This is not, you know, the radio stations and the record companies and media and culture itself just says, you know, this demographic is for this is for this, you know. Meanwhile, people just want to hear that soulful expression. This group doesn't listen to jazz. They don't like jazz. And you hear that, and you know, and you see it, you know. And then I see these kids in my neighborhood. I live in Bed-Stuy, and they're like, you know, when they catch a snippet of what it is that I do, I'm like, what is that? What's that? Oh, I like that. You know, even if it's swinging, you know, it's like, these big old hard dudes come up to me sometimes, and you know, when I'm walking around my neighborhood, oh man, Be Good is my joint, man. My girl played it for me, and so, you know, he's like, you know, they let me know, you know, I normally don't do this, but let me get a picture with you, you know. And that's, I mean, not just thugged out dudes, but just like this, you know, tough guys. I appreciate that, and I appreciate going to places where it's thought I'm not supposed to be, so. Because that's, you know, that's what the music is supposed to do. And I think that's what, as jazz musicians, in a way, we've always kind of been put forward as ambassadors. I'm probably getting off the subject, but who cares? You know, one of my best friends in Russia is this 85-year-old woman in Moscow. And when I go to Moscow, we make borscht together. You know, I shred the beets and the onions, and you know, because she likes how fast I do it, and I'm always impressed at how, you know, why their cutting boards are so small. They're little, you know, they'll have a huge kitchen, but a tiny cutting board. Like, why? She was impressed at how fast I cut vegetables. I used to be a chef. My thought, I think, in a way, we're like, you know, cultural, you know, social ambassadors in a way, because I'm not supposed to be friends with an 85-year-old Russian woman from Moscow who grew up in the deepest, you know, communism, and has seen some deep, deep times. But we're friends, and we make food, and we laugh. And she tells her friends, she's like, that's my Black American boyfriend. And yeah, sometimes she kisses me like that. So yeah, but. Yeah, this music, you know, is supposed to break down some walls, yeah.